Welcome back to Two-Wheeler Talk. Today we are diving into one of the most talked about upcoming modern classic motorcycles, the 2026 Triumph Bonneville 350. This bike is expected to bring the legendary Bonneville name to a more accessible displacement, while keeping the timeless British charm that Triumph is famous for. For riders who love classic design but want modern reliability, performance, and affordability, the Bonneville 350 could become a game-changer in the retro motorcycle segment. The Triumph Bonneville 350 is expected to sit below the Bonneville T100 and T120, targeting new riders, daily commuters, and enthusiasts who want a lightweight classic motorcycle with premium build quality. Triumph has already tasted massive success in the smaller capacity segment with its new generation single-cylinder platforms, and the Bonneville 350 is likely to be developed with the same philosophy: simple, refined, and globally appealing. Starting with the design, the Bonneville 350 is all about heritage. At first glance, it should instantly remind you of the iconic Bonneville lineup. Expect a clean teardrop-shaped fuel tank with classic Triumph badging, a flat and comfortable single seat, and a beautifully proportioned silhouette. The round headlamp will most likely be LED but housed in a traditional circular casing to preserve the retro look. Chrome elements on the exhaust, mirrors, and side panels are expected to add that premium vintage feel, while subtle blacked-out components could be offered on darker color variants for a modern twist. The fuel tank is expected to feature hand-painted style pinstripes, a detail that Triumph fans truly appreciate. The side panels should remain minimal, allowing the engine to stay visually exposed, which enhances the mechanical beauty of the motorcycle. Wire spoke wheels are likely to be standard, paired with tube-type or tubeless tires depending on the market, further reinforcing the old-school appeal. Overall, the Bonneville 350 is expected to look elegant, classy, and timeless rather than aggressive or sporty. Moving to the engine and performance, the 2026 Triumph Bonneville 350 is expected to be powered by a 350 cubic centimeters single-cylinder, liquid-cooled engine. This motor will likely focus more on smooth torque delivery rather than outright top-end performance. Power output is expected to be around 30 to 35 horsepower, with strong low and mid-range torque, making it ideal for city riding and relaxed highway cruising. Triumph is known for refining its engines, so vibration levels should be well controlled, even at higher speeds. The engine will likely be paired with a 6-speed gearbox, offering smooth gear shifts and relaxed cruising on highways. Throttle response is expected to be linear and predictable, making the bike friendly for beginners while still enjoyable for experienced riders. The exhaust note is another area where Triumph usually excels, so expect a deep, bassy sound that feels premium without being too loud or intrusive. In terms of ride and handling, the Bonneville 350 is expected to use a traditional steel tubular frame designed for comfort and stability. Suspension duties will likely be handled by conventional telescopic forks at the front and twin shock absorbers at the rear. Triumph is known for tuning its suspension on the softer side for everyday comfort, so the bike should handle rough roads and long rides with ease. The riding posture is expected to be upright and relaxed, with slightly rear-set foot pegs and a wide handlebar, making it comfortable for daily commuting as well as weekend rides. Braking performance should be handled by disc brakes at both ends, with dual-channel ABS as standard. While it may not be a hardcore performance setup, it should provide confident and predictable stopping power. The tires are expected to be optimized for grip and durability rather than aggressive cornering, which suits the classic touring nature of the motorcycle. When it comes to features, the Triumph Bonneville 350 is expected to strike a balance between modern technology and classic simplicity. A semi-digital instrument cluster is likely, featuring an analog speedometer with a small digital display for fuel level, trip meters, gear position indicator, and clock. Full LED lighting is expected for better visibility and efficiency, while subtle modern touches like USB charging and ride-by-wire throttle could also be included. Safety features such as traction control and multiple riding modes may or may not be standard, depending on how Triumph positions the bike. However, even if offered, they are expected to be tuned for smooth and safe riding rather than sporty aggression. The overall focus remains on providing a pure, enjoyable riding experience without overwhelming the rider with electronics. One of the biggest unique selling points of the 2026 Triumph Bonneville 350 will be the brand value itself. Triumph carries a strong heritage and premium image, and owning a Bonneville, even in a smaller capacity, is a dream for many riders. The build quality, paint finish, and attention to detail are expected to be a step above most competitors in the 300 to 400 cubic centimeters retro segment. This bike is not just about transportation, it's about lifestyle, identity, and classic motorcycling culture. Another strong USP is the balance between everyday usability and timeless design. Unlike many retro-styled bikes that compromise on performance or comfort, the Bonneville 350 is expected to deliver a refined engine, comfortable ergonomics, and reliable components suitable for daily use. It should appeal equally to young riders upgrading from smaller bikes and mature riders looking for a relaxed, stylish machine. Now let's talk about pricing. The expected price of the 2026 Triumph Bonneville 350 could be around 4.5 to 5.5 lakh rupees in India, while international pricing may vary depending on the market. This positions it as a premium offering in the 350 cubic centimeters segment, competing with other modern classic motorcycles but offering the added advantage of the iconic Bonneville name and Triumph's global reputation. In conclusion, the 2026 Triumph Bonneville 350 is shaping up to be a beautifully designed, refined, and accessible modern classic motorcycle. It may not be the most powerful bike in its segment, but it promises smooth performance, premium build quality, and unmatched heritage. For riders who value style, comfort, and brand legacy over raw speed, the Bonneville 350 could be one of the most desirable motorcycles of its time. If Triumph delivers on expectations, this bike could redefine what an entry-level premium classic motorcycle should feel like. That's all for today's detailed look at the 2026 Triumph Bonneville 350. If you enjoyed this in-depth explanation, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Two Wheeler Talk for more motorcycle content like this. Let us know in the comments what you think about the Bonneville 350 and whether you would choose it over its rivals. Ride safe and see you in the next video.